Hi there, guys. Welcome. Joe Gomez here, back with this amazing training that I put together for you guys, right? Earlier, we were talking about traffic, right? Solo ads, how to get amazing leads, how to get targeted traffic to whatever it is you're promoting. If you're promoting clickbank offers, if you're promoting iPass, Empower Network, some type of affiliate product, weight loss products, you're a blogger. Doesn't matter what you're promoting, right? This will work for you just like the previous training. But in this training, guys, I'm specifically going to talk about the missing piece that most marketers are missing in their business, right? I mean, we could get traffic. And what's traffic, right? People, right? You need two things to make any online business work. You need traffic, which is obviously people, right? Without people, you wouldn't have a business. So traffic, and you also need conversions. Once you master these two things and you dial it in and you understand what traffic is, then you understand the psychology behind conversions, you will have you build yourself a very successful business. And in this training, I'm specifically going to be talking about what's called conversions, right? What's conversions? And I'm gonna dial it in right now. We're gonna go into my screen, to my computer, and I'll walk you through step by step on how to understand conversions. And once you master this, and once you figure this out, and have that aha moment, your business will never ever be the same, guys. All right, because you're going out there. I know you're going out there in the trenches, and not only that, guys. What I share with you, it's not only theory. It's not something I read out of some book, right? And I'm just talking now just because I read it, No, guys, I actually implement what I share with you. I go out there in the trenches every single day. I am implementing what I share with you. And guys, sometimes the ideas and strategies that I deploy don't work, right? So I have to go back to the drawing board, assess what's working, what's not working, and I share with you guys the strategies that work for me. Hopefully, you go out there and implement this into your business, whatever it is you're promoting. Once again, hopefully, if you're an iPass 2 member and you're empowered, congratulations. But if you're not, there's going to be a link below where I'm going to share with a system, a proven system that you plug and play. And not only that, once you understand conversions, once you see this training, it's all going to make sense for you. All right, guys. So let's go into my computer as I walk you through step by step on understanding conversions. You ready? Let's go. All right, guys, welcome. And we're going to be talking about, like I said, conversions, right? What's conversions? And in a nutshell, you want to take what's your prospect, a person that came looking for what you have, right? And your product, whatever it is that you're offering, you have to understand that this lead is a human being, it's a person, right? And how can we take that lead, that individual, that person, and convert it into a paying customer? And not only that, create a long term relationship with this customer. How can we engineer such a thing like that, right? That's what conversions, understanding the craft and the psychology, because that's where it really is. Understanding the psychology, understanding human behavior, understand how people think, the decisions, the unconscious decisions that they make, right? And this is gonna talk about more into depth of how to engineer something that is geared to catering for the people who are looking for what you have, right? So let's dive into this information, guys. We're gonna dive right in. Hopefully, you take some notes, and we're gonna be talking about here what's a typical business model, right? And I say typical because a lot of 95% of online, so-called online marketers are actually implementing this business model. And guess what? A lot of typical results that 95% of marketers are getting are not good. All right, so guys, we're gonna dive right into this information. Hopefully, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, any social media, please turn your cell phones off. Give this information your undivided attention, because I truly believe it has a potential to change your business if you actually understand what I'm about to share with you. All right, guys. So this is a basic business model, typical business model. You have traffic, right? And what's traffic? Once again, people, right? You send this traffic to a landing page, some type of lead magnet capture page, right? And what all you're asking for in exchange is for somebody's what? Email, right? And you're providing you not only that, once you're asking for somebody's email, they're gonna give you their email due to goodwill, right? And their goodwill. And you have to do something
to give in return for their email. And most people fail to do that, in all honesty, right? So what happens is you collect the lead, and once that lead, you actually collect the lead, you send them to your sales page, right? This is typical business model. And there's a lot of misconception behind this, a lot of false misconception, because what happens is, guys, see, up to this point to the sales page, I mean, yeah, I kind of do the same business model. But here's where most marketers, typical marketers, go wrong, and that's why they get typical results, right? Once you collect the lead, you send them to your sales page, right? You gave them, uh, they gave you their email. You send them straight to a sales page, but in their email, you send them the value that you promised them, right? Your lead magnet. You got to deliver that. And most marketers fail to do that. Very bad. And that's why they're getting typical results, right? So after a sales page, you follow up with them, right? But this is a problem. Most typical marketers, when they follow up with somebody, guess what they do, right? They follow up and send, once they send an email to the prospect and they're following up with them, they send them back to a sales page, right? So you're testing their goodwill, in other words, because, well, guess what? You're just trying to sell. You're not different. You're not standing. How do I say? You're not standing out. In other words, right? You're not. You're falling into the salesman uh, type of model. So what happens is they follow up, send another email, and what you do, send them to the sales page. You follow up again, what do you do? Send them to a sales page again. Then they send another email. You follow up, what do you do? Send them to the sales page. Hopefully you see the problem here, guys. You're providing 0% value. Once again, you're not providing any value. All you're trying to do is, guess what? Get the sale, right? You just try to make some money. In all honesty, this is what you're trying to do. If you really reflect and pay attention on how you're running your business, all you're trying to do is get money. And if you're not providing any value, you're literally running your business into the ground, because the person's goodwill is vanishing. In the next, I'm going to show you in a little bit exactly what I'm talking about of what's called goodwill, right? So this is what I call push marketing instead of pull marketing or traction marketing. Push marketing is shove, 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 shove. Shove your sales page down your lead's throat, and guess what? You're literally gonna run your list dry. Nobody's gonna want to open up your emails. They're gonna unsubscribe, and due to the fact that you're actually just not standing out, you're just doing what every typical online marketer is doing, is just sending them to their sales page. And it's okay if you're doing that, because I was doing that at one point in my business when I got started. I didn't know any better until I figured out that that wasn't working, right? Albert Einstein says it the best. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. I'll say it again. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And that's what I was doing, right? I didn't know any better. And luckily, I found my mentor that shared valuable information that resonated with who I was. I went out there and implemented into my business, have been able to achieve amazing results. And that's why I'm giving back. I'm sharing this with you guys so you can go out there, implement to your business, go out there, smash the competition, stand above the crowd, be different, right? And do great stuff with your business. All right, guys. So let's stay away from push marketing, do what's called pull marketing. What's pull marketing? How can you attract people, right? How can you pull people and have them asking more of what you have to offer, right? It's by doing one simple thing, just giving value, guys. So once again, this is your typical marketing business model. I suggest you don't do it. If you really want to grow a successful business, do not do this typical business model. All right, guys? Now, what I'm gonna be sharing with you guys here is, like I said, what's a goodwill? I was sharing with you guys goodwill, right? So I set up this graph, what's called goodwill. I didn't create this, and my mentor shared this with me. So here's goodwill. As you can see to your far left, you have in the middle what's goodwill, right? This bar on your left hand side represents goodwill. This is your customers' goodwill. This is your leads' goodwill, right? They came with you because they believe in you and they expect for you to deliver what you had promised to them. Because remember, guys, these are people just like you and I, they're going out there, they're doing their due diligence, they're trying to get more out of life, right? You're not here to scam them, you're not here to rip them off, you're not here to just like take their money and run. No, you please provide a solution for them, because I read, states in the Bible that find a way to serve the many, for service to many leads to greatness, right? How can you find a way to serve people? And if you serve people, your goodwill will stay at high standards. Hopefully that makes sense. So this bar on your left hand side represents goodwill, right? You can see it starts up high and it could go all the way low. So, and your bottom bar represent pitches, value, right? What are you emailing your list? So what do most typical marketers do when they land in their list? Their first email they send, a sell, right? They send you back to your sell, right? Then the following day, the second day, send another email, and guess what they do? Where are they sending you? Straight to what? A sell. So that's another pitch. And as you can see here, what's happening is every time you pitch somebody, your goodwill is going down. And I say that's your bank account right there. That is your bank account, your goodwill, right? It's going down. And what do you do on the fourth day? Most typical marketers do send another email, because they have about a sequence of 6 to 7 days of straight selling, right? Send another email, straight pitches. Hopefully you could get the understanding of where this heading to, And what happens is, this is literally what most typical marketers do. And if you're doing this, stop, because you're literally running your business into the ground. Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk about now, how can we produce goodwill? How can we keep the goodwill with our prospects? How can we keep the goodwill with the leads? How can we keep the goodwill with the people who have came into our list because they believe that we have something of value that they need, which they really do in essence, right? Because that's your goal. What kind of value can you provide for them so you could keep your goodwill in good standing? So, like I said, most people just send pitches. So goodwill, right? So what do? Provide value. What kind of value can you provide? You're asking, Joe, what kind of value can I provide, right? Share testimonials. Share a strategy that you've implemented, what's worked, what hasn't worked, right? Create a training behind it, guys. Remember, the expert was once a beginner. Remember that. Don't forget that the expert was once a beginner. He had to start somewhere, right? So you have to go back and say, hey, what's working? What kind of information can I share with my prospect? If you're a blogger, what kind of SEO tips can I give? How can I share people how to write a perfect article, right? Where to promote your article. Just think outside the box here, for instance, guys. All right, then the second email, you provide a little bit more value, right? Why? Because guys, let's give. Let's be in a state of mind of giving, because if you give, you should receive. I once read a quote that said giving starts the receiving process. So once you start giving and you devote yourself to helping others and give value, guess what? You actually attract more of what you're doing. So hopefully this makes sense. Then on the third email, you give a little bit more value, right? More ideas, strategies, positive quotes, inspirational video that you might have recorded, something, think outside the box, right? Then once you give a little bit of value, then I truly believe, and your goodwill is still in good standing, then guess what? Send a pitch, right? Because not only have you your goodwill and still in good standings, you've provided value, you have positioned yourself as an expert, as a leader, as someone that could help them, mentor them, guide them in their business. And now, not only have you done that, but you also build credibility for yourself. And you position yourself where you can now sell to them. Hopefully this makes sense. And this is how I've been able to take my business from making a couple $100s a month to clearing several hundred, not hundreds, several thousands a month. All right, guys. I haven't hit 100,000s yet a month, but that's our goal this year. But we've been working very hard, very, very hard on this, guys. Hopefully you implement this. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. So we're going to keep moving on. What's your why? Hopefully you have a clear why and you understand your why, right? I'm sure you heard of all the top leaders, all the top gurus, all the top affiliates say, have a clear why. I just got the book, guys. I was been reading the book, The Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. If you guys haven't got it, I very highly recommend it because he clearly talks about what's your why. And the thing is, the entrepreneur roller coaster, and anything you do, there's going to have ups and downs. Me being here as a leader, I'm going to tell you there's going to come a time and place where you're going to hit a roadblock, and it's going to seem almost physically impossible to push through and actually make whatever it is, the dream that you're working to, come to fruition, right? But I'm here to tell you it's possible. You must have a clear why. And if you have a clear why and stick it through, those moments will help you stick it through if you have a clear why. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're gonna move on. And guys, I did not create this. I don't want to get credit for this. This was something my mentor shared with me that resonated with me and actually impact and change my business. And ever since then, my business has never been the same. Hopefully, you implement this and this makes sense, right? Now, picture this circle, right, of people, just regular marketers are going out there and try to dabble on the business, right? And most marketers know what they're promoting, right? What are they promoting? They're promoting blogging products, they're promoting how to make money online products, how to get more traffic products, how to lose weight products, how to make dogs jump higher on 1 foot products, right? It doesn't matter what you're promoting, right? But a lot of people know what they're promoting, right? So you can see this big circle is what most people know what they're promoting. And this inner circle talks about more, very few people know how to promote their business, right? So the big circle represents what they're promoting. The inner circle represents how they're promoting. Very few people know how they're promoting their business, right? They go try just spamming you on Facebook, sending you message, putting capture pages on Facebook, getting banned, spamming you with emails that don't make sense, just doing all this stuff that doesn't work, right? Very few people know how. But the determining factor that lies and how you could actually take your business from where it is to where it could actually be, it all starts, and not only that, it all begins with your why. And very few people actually know why they're doing it. They know, they think they know, right? But they never made it tangible. They haven't set a goal. They haven't written down. They haven't put a time on it. They haven't actually took the time to figure out and write this goal down. Why? What is your why? What's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this business? Why are you trying to help others? What are you trying to do it for? Why? What's your why? And you're probably asking yourself, Joe, what the hell does this have to do with conversions, man? Show me how to convert, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that conversions really has nothing to do with, I mean, getting sales has nothing to do with money. It all has to do with your why. It has everything to do with your why. Once you understand what's your why and you start with your why in mind, right? It's going to resonate in everything you do, the way you speak, the way you share your testimonials, the way you do your work, the way you do your trainings, the way you help others. It's going to show in everything you do. Once you have made a decision, once you understand what's your why and why you're doing this, and your why shouldn't be to make money. Because if you're doing that right now, I'm telling you, turn this video off, stop. If you get started in some business, go get your money back because you're doing it for the wrong reasons and you're setting up yourself up for failure. Don't do it for that. Okay, don't do it for the money. Don't even do it for your uh, um, for like I said, having giving your wife. For me, at one time, my why was helping out my wife more, right? But then I figure out that's just a byproduct. What can I really do? What's my real why? What's my why on why I'm doing this business? What's my why? You guys want to know my why? You want to know my why? My why is to challenge myself to help others. That's my why. I want to help myself to help others. I want to go out there and make a difference. I want to go out there and help you exceed the wildest dreams that you ever thought possible. Why? Because I'm here to tell you it's possible. I'm only looking for people who are committed 100%. That want to lock arms with me and say, you know what, this is possible. The dream you have, Joe, I'm willing to lock arms with you, be part of your team, and help you take your business, our business, from where it is to where it needs to be. So, guys, hopefully this made sense and you go out there. I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. Figure out what's your why. You don't try to come up with it right now. Give it some thought. Sleep on it. Think about it. Figure out what's your why you got started in this business. If you haven't got started, the links below. Make a decision. Go after your dreams. They're here. I'm telling you, it's possible. Whatever it is that you put your mind to, it's possible. So figure out what's your why, guys. Stay tuned for my other upcoming video where I actually break it down more into the psychology on the actual body content on what to write into your emails, how to write them, and understand the real methodology, I mean psychology and methodology of the body and content behind emails. All right, guys. So with that being said, go out there, figure out what's your why. If you haven't got started in iPass 2 Power, click the link below. Lock arms, guys, with me. Let's go out there and make great things happen. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Joe Gomez here. Stay tuned, guys. Talk to you later.